Hey Saber fans, Tony here from Ronin Sabers, and today another install review for you. If you're new to the channel, I do install, repair, and review these sabers, so please like, comment, and subscribe. Now I do have a website, Ronin Sabers, where I have some finished sabers and sound fonts. If you're interested in either, I have a link in the description below for both. Now, this is a creepy uncle by, I forget his name, I always pronounce it wrong. Just a creepy uncle hilt from, I always pronounce it wrong, Ivan something. It's on the pommel. So, anyways, I have received the saber from the customer, and it was not in working condition. He sent me a video originally on Instagram describing the problem he was having, and it sounded fine, but the Neopixel connector was not lining up at all. Like, the smooth swing was working, everything was fine. Upon receiving the hilt, nothing worked. I wasn't quite sure why. It was a Saber Armory chassis, which I shall show you. Very, very nice install. I'll take this fully apart, actually, just to show you all the stuff. The chassis itself worked beautifully. Saber Armory chassis, but nothing was glued down. So the board was just loose, floating. Whoever installed this originally did not use the correct wire gauge, and so it was very, very thick wires, 22 gauge wires that were just all over the place, and so you couldn't screw in this correctly. This wasn't glued down, this wasn't glued down. I don't think this was making connection. I think that was the problem originally, and then the greeblies didn't light up the way they needed to. So I ended up going through and basically troubleshooting for about a week, trying to figure out what exactly was the problem, because I resoldered everything, made sure everything was good, and then it still wasn't powering up all the way. And so basically what it came down to was that the negative battery terminal wasn't bent correctly, so I was making full contact with the battery, which sometimes with sabers, stuff like that happens where it's something very, very small that just works. And so now that's fixed, everything's being reinstalled, glued down, and it works beautifully. The customer wanted to keep the same sound fonts on there. Let's put this on here as well. I did also have to reinstall that little PCB inside there, mainly because it was not glued down at all. It was just kind of floating there. And so, again, I guess more than 10 fonts on here that initially came with it. He only wanted me to add the Party Blade and a Tron font from Juan Sith. And so I'll be demoing that. So without further ado, let's get to the fonts. Alright, so for this one, we're going to just go through the first few, and then we're going to jump to the Tron font that I added, and then the Party Blade. So, without further ado,
Luke Skywalker.
This is LS6 by K-Sith. It was previously on the Saber. This has the varsity on there. Very nice. Next up, this is the cave version of LS6. This just has the Force theme on it. So yeah. So this is kind of a mixture of Juan Sith's Tron font and then Tron ID by Blue Force Company, I believe. It just sounds better that way to kind of mix the two. But yeah. Now if you change colors, you level up and then go to the dark side, which is the orange Tron blade. So yeah, very nice. Yeah. So yeah. Last but not least, got the passive battery monitor and the Party Blade. So that includes the Creepy Uncle update / install, whatever you want to call it. It was very fun to mess around with. This is my second one I've had the courtesy of installing. And so I hope the customer enjoys it. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day, and may the Force be with you.